Patriots Point is of significant historical importance for both the state and the country. With history docked in our own backyard, you won't want to miss all that it has to offer. Let's welcome Lauren Austin, Director of Marketing, and Colby Causey, historian for Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum. Glad to have you both with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Love going there. I mean, first of all, you're on the coast. It's beautiful. It's always a beautiful day at Patriots Point. But what's fun about it is that it's ever evolving. From the Vietnam experience to so many other things, the Medal of Honor Museum getting its upgrade. So tell us a little bit about kind of what's happening at Patriots Point today.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. We have a lot to offer our guests for their experience when they come and visit us. We have, the Yorktown is obviously a very strong presence in the harbor. But one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize is that we actually have two ships as part of our fleet. So there is the USS Yorktown, but there's also the USS Laffey. And that's actually a World War II era destroyer ship, and we have a lot of some upcoming major milestones about that ship in particular.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about that.
Yeah.
I want to ask you though, Colby, so as a historian at Patriots Point, you get the benefit of pouring through documents and all kinds of records. So you'd think that you came to the end of whatever documents, but I'm sure you get an influx of even more that fill out that history.
We're getting donations all the time. Currently, we have over 36,000 items in the collection.
Wow.
So that we could be counting one scrapbook as a singular item, and that scrapbook could have 100 pages.
Oh, that's incredible.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the things that you go through and that you
So I was previously the archivist.
Yeah.
So photos, letters home, government paperwork in triplicate, of course.
Yes.
Just all kinds of things. Anything a sailor could have stuck in their pocket as they were heading off the ship.
Oh gosh, so you get to read those personal accounts too. What do you get from that? I mean, I'm sure you're just sort of a fly on the wall almost as someone's very personal
you start to kind of learn
the
characteristics and the personalities of the men that were aboard these two ships. And it's a really special job, and I'm very fortunate to have it.
That's great. And how much of the archives do we get to see? Does the public actually get to see?
Absolutely. So we just launched on our website tons of collections online. And you can go to our website and pick a different collection. You can do Laffey, you could do Yorktown, pilot, engineer, all kinds of different things.
Oh, that's neat. And that's great for the families too, and the descendants of those that served aboard the Yorktown and the Laffey. Just a treasure trove, I can only imagine. But you were mentioning the USS Laffey, and I don't want to say it's a forgotten ship, but it is there in the shadows of the massive Yorktown.
Yes.
So you think of the Yorktown as sort of the main attraction, but it's important that people go to see the Laffey as well.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we definitely encourage, we know that there's a lot to see at Patriots Point, but as part of their visit with us, you know, we want people to get that experience with the USS Laffey as well.
Yeah, so tell us more about what's going on, because we've got a special couple of days coming up.
Yeah, we do. So next Tuesday and Wednesday on April 15th and 16th, we have two events as part of a 2-day series for the USS Laffey. One is to just kind of invite the public to experience the Laffey, whether it's your first time or your first time back in a while, and get to meet with reenactors and some veterans that served aboard the USS Laffey. Get to see like where they were stationed at during their service and learn more about her service to our country. And that day is going to be called Life Aboard the Laffey Day on April 15th. And then we are commemorating the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Okinawa attack on the Laffey on the following day, April 16th. And we still, would love to have the public come out for the ceremonies that take place during that day and learn a bit of information about the ship.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, we're going to make sure to let the audience know about that. And of course, they can buy their tickets off of your website. But I also need to point out the fact that you have a lot of veterans that are docents aboard these ships. So not only are you receiving written correspondence and things, on a piece of paper, but you have living history that you can also talk to. Do you do that? Do you just kind of pull one aside and have a conversation and learn more?
Absolutely.
That way, yeah.
I mean, one great thing is when our veterans come back aboard these ships, it's like they're 18 years old again. So, an engineer aboard the Yorktown was telling me one time that when they used to go down the ladders, they would just put their heels up on either side and slide down. Yep. And then, you know, he's in his late 70s, and he was like, okay, here we go. And he goes to get up on the ladder. I'm like, no, we can't do that. We absolutely cannot do that.
They're a little overzealous. Yeah, they're
Just like, I was never one of the ones that hurt myself. And I'm like, we cannot do that here today.
That's great. But for people who are coming to visit, they should just have a conversation with these docents, because they can give their living testimony of what it was like to serve, and not just on the Yorktown or the Laffey, but just to serve in the U.S. military, and they know their history very, very well. I want to thank you both so much for sharing with us, and go get your tickets. It is fun at the Patriots Point. Weather has been fine out there. We'll be back after this.